He's just going up from the ground, man. All right. It says to be burdensome, be honored, be heavy. That's heavy debt, man. Okay. So the word there is kabod, which means heavy. To be heavy, be incestible, be dull. To be, I said, to be made heavy, be honored, enjoy honor, be made abundant, to get one's glory and honor, gain glory. But the main point is heavy, okay? So now let's read it as the word there. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, saying, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth heavy, okay, be put heavy himself with thick clay. Now, let's go to this word. The word there is abatyat. Abatyat. Okay? And the word there means weight of pledges, of debt. So he has heavy, heavy debt. Not just heavy debt, heavy, heavy debt. Super heavy debt, okay? There's no way that the U.S. is going to be able to pay this debt back, man. And these Christians, all these people that are coming against us and talking this and talking that, you can't negate this, man. You cannot negate this prophecy. Who is this speaking of? You can say, oh, that was the ancient world. The ancient world didn't have debt like that. You know, you had the Roman Empire, that had that debt, but not like this, because this is the Roman Empire coming back, but it's in more of a, how you say, bigger and better in wickedness. That's why it's laden itself with thick clay, because its expansion has grown more than it was before. So that's how we know that this Babylon the Great is America, man. All right, mystery Babylon. It fulfills the scripture. It has that heavy debt, that heavy abatyat. All right. So let me go and grab some more precepts real quick to back this up. And to prove this is debt, let me see if this word is anywhere. No, that's just there. And to make it even more, that's the only time this word applies in the scripture, is to Habakkuk 2 and 6. And let's jump to Proverbs 11 and 6. Now I'm just going to go through these scriptures and filter it to show you that the America man is fulfilling this. This is Proverbs 11 and 6. It says the righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but the transgressor shall be taken in their own naughtiness. Now you see that word naughtiness. Now you got to go into the words. That's why over here we look into words, man. Now that word there for naughtiness, because you'd be like, oh, he was naughty, he was bad. No, that word means something. It's ha-va-ah. 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 Ha-va-va. Ha-va-va. And that word there is desire, bad sense, destruction, engulfing, ruin, destruction, calamity. And that's what this place is taken by. Taken by that old calamity of its, man. All right? It's going into the one place I seen it said greed. Let me see. Let me pull it up here. Proverbs 11 and 6. See, if you see in the NIV, it says evil desire. And it says, this one has greed down here. All right, but the main point is that wicked desire of Esau's. Okay? Let me go right here. It says that desire of Esau's to what? Keep its society going. To keep up with the so-called, keeping up with the Jones mentality. All right, because America can't keep up the way it's going. If it wasn't for the elites propping this place up by way of what? It's allowing it to print its money, allowing it to pay for debt with debt. That's not how a system works. A system doesn't go far working that way. You have to have, because you have random spending, You'll have iniquity that's going all throughout, mischief, perverted things, wickedness. And that's what you see going on with this debt cycle. We're having this type of debt, having this type of system that runs like that. Okay? And it says, let me go back. Their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of the unjust men perisheth. So when Esau goes down, ain't nothing left for this man. Ain't nothing left for Esau. There ain't gonna be no kind of rebuilding of the Esau Roman Empire coming back again. No, we ain't gonna have that, man. Because the Lord's kingdom is gonna be forever, forever, ever. It's never gonna pass away. It's gonna be replenished, renewed, and be re-energized, man. All right, the Most High is going to have a perpetual rulership. Yahweh Shai on this earth is going to have a perpetual rulership. Let me pull up the next precept. This is Proverbs 26 and 27. This Proverbs 26 and 27. It says, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him." And that's what this is. That's that debt, man. He's digging a pit. That's that debt. Instead of stopping borrowing this illegitimate money, this fiat currency, and just take the hit, they want to keep it going. The low interest rates, the lifestyle that Americans are used to. Because if it switched up and the real interest rate was here and the real money, man, we couldn't buy nothing. Even the so-called middle class or upper rich class or lower rich class, they'd be out of there. They jump to middle class because they just be making it. And then you'd have a whole lot of poor people, man. And once you have that, like the video said, you're going to have riots. You're going to have chaos. You're going to have anarchy. Nobody's going to want to work because the paycheck is going to be next to nothing. The money you're working for ain't going to buy nothing. That's what's happening in Venezuela right now. Inflation, man. That's what's going to happen to the United States dollar. And along with, just like the apostles have told us of the Weimar Republic. All right, they needed a wheelbarrow to buy bread. So how much more in these days? What do you think is gonna happen when those stores you can't buy nothing in the store? They're gonna take that food. They gotta feed little Timmy and shit, so they're gonna take the food. So that's when the mentality that these people are set in. Because what happens on Black Friday, or when there ain't much technology or whatever's on sale, they trample people. So imagine when they can't buy bread and food and water, man, the next man's going to mean nothing to them. That's why it says in the time of Jacob's trouble. That's going to be the time we're going to go into because you're going to have mass anarchy out here because the economy is going to crash. That's why they're going to be able to bring in this microchip. That's going to be the quencher of the fire, as it may say. Because a lot of people are going to take that mark to continue the way that they live. All right, it says, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it." It says, "A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin." All right, let me go to this next verse. Last these 10 and 8. It says, "He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh the hedge, a serpent shall bite him." And it's getting ready to bite Esau, man. Okay? Because he's jumping into things that he ought not to with this false balance. He's not understanding that, look, man, you can't have this type of society run. It's running on fumes. If you want to know the actual metaphor, it's running on fumes. There's nothing really tangible in the tank. All right? This is Psalms 7 and 15. He that made it, it says, "He made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made." And he digged this pit by constantly borrowing and borrowing, lending out false money, IOUs. You can't do that. Even a normal person, you go doing that. At one time, people are going to be like, "Nah, man, I don't believe you. You still ain't paid me from the last one." This is Proverbs 11 and 1. "A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but the just weight is his delight." So that's what you see, man. The Most High deals with just weights, exact weights, man, weights and measures. That's why in the kingdom set up whatever type of funds or whatever we use that the Lord has planned, man. It's going to be justified and it's going to be legitimate. We're not going to be on a debt-fueled society. All right. It says when pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. pride has came into here. You see this guy Trump talking about, oh, my tax bill is the greatest thing. I've had so many things come through. No, at the end of the day, the Most High has got you in a trick bag, man. Because he's consolidating this country. Because the things that he's doing, he's giving more tax breaks to the rich, okay, and the little guy is feeling it. Because the tax cut he cut, I think he cut it for parents with that make a certain amount of money. Their kids will have an insurance. He cut that, man. His Leviticus 19:35. Ye shall do no unrighteous in judgment and in meat yard, in weight or in measure. So you're supposed to have a even measuring. You ain't supposed to have this debt crisis where you're loaning out more than what you really got. All right, and that's what America is doing, because this money, if it wasn't for the Federal Reserve printing this money, you wouldn't have this society running the way it is. All right, let me get this last scripture and I'm gonna close on out, because the point is made, man. America is more and more fulfilling itself to be what? Babylon the Great. This is Proverbs 20 and 23. Diverse weights are an abominations unto the Lord, and a false balance is not good. And that's what you see, because now we're gonna look at the debt clock. All right, we're gonna go right to see where we at today. Before the start of 2018, let's see where our debt is at. This is in real time too. $20 trillion, man, and counting. Almost 21 trillion. So I say by the time the new year come in, we're gonna be at $21 trillion. All right, and that's showing you this place is done. Ain't no coming back from this one. It's a hard hit right here. All right. And it says U.S. total debt $69 trillion, almost 70. And if it goes to 70, that's going to be what? Completion. That's a spiritual number if it goes to 70 trillion. All right. So with that, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, and double honors to our apostles and elders and to you brothers out there that's keeping faith and staying in this thing. May Yahweh Shem Yahshua quicken this thing and take us up out of here and bring us home. Lord willing, we be in that number. Shalom.